How we like the new setup? My room looks like it's a mess, dude. Holy. All right. Anyways, I gotta bail it. Y'all see this? Check the bail it. You probably can't see that. Bail it. Amazon. Got it as a rep. Of course, you know how we do. You know what I mean? We're not up yet. We're up, but we're not up yet. A lot of people don't know what that means. I don't either. So a lot of people have been wanting me to talk about my ban on TikTok. And honestly, there's not much to talk about. I remember it pretty briefly. It was a random Monday. It was the start of the week. So talk about setting the tone. I go to the bathroom. I piss. I open up TikTok. Mind you, already did my little morning routine. I went to the gym, shit like that, right? I see my phone and it says banned. I'm like, whoa. What the f***? What the actual you know what I mean? And this especially came to a surprise to me because I had no violations on the account. I made sure of that. My account was in perfect standing. It had that weak ass little green check mark and everything. Everything that could be perfect about an account, it was perfect. Okay. No violations whatsoever. Not even in the comments. So when I see that, I'm a little more confused than anything. I was like, yo, is this a fucking joke? I'm being pranked right now. Where are the cameras? And I was devastated. The first thing I did, I called a friend of mine, shout out Beaches. I was like, dude, they banned me permanently. And he was like, for what? I was like, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure. I don't know what the hell I did. To my knowledge, I did nothing. And I'm getting ready for one of the jobs that I have to work. So I get ready, but this is messing me up hard as it really starts setting in what really just happened. All the shit that I just built is now gone within an instant, literal seconds, just because. Didn't tell me what to do. I was like, all right, well, whatever. I'll be positive. I'll send them an email. Surely they'll reinstate my account. And after I had the whole Discord send an email on my behalf, I sent the email, went through all these positive talks and affirmations. They said, no, f*** you. Your account is still going to be banned. Everything that you built is gone forever, and we're not going to give you a really valid reason as to why. So they kind of made me eat shit on that. And that was something I was not prepared for. It really messed me up at the moment. It messed me up. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's probably been about like a week and a half now, maybe a week. My head is wrapped over it now. And I see it more as my first taste of entrepreneurship because that's just bound to happen. You're gonna have these things happen to you, and you're not gonna know why. But are you gonna sit there and cry about it, or are you gonna keep on going? And all I can do is keep on going. The good thing is, when I was banned with the account, I didn't leave with nothing. I had things that I could be grateful for. When you lose something big in your life, you're going to forget about everything that's still with you. I still have a Twitch community, a small one at that, a Discord community. Love them. Literally love them. Shout out to my nephews, man. I love y'all. All right. So I left with that. So it's not like I'm starting from ground zero. We got the YouTube. You know what I mean? It's just about building everything back. And I'm 21 years old. So I felt like the end of the world when it happened. But realistically, I mean, we ain't even really get started for real. You know what I mean? It's brought me back down to earth a little bit. I thought I was humble before. You know what I mean? But it dead ass told me, it's like, yo, am I really doing this for me? Am I doing this with purpose in mind? Or am I doing this for the money? You know what I mean? And I was doing it for purpose. Okay, that's how you start. You don't get monetized automatically. But, you know, when the money starts flowing in, you start thinking about things a little differently. And maybe this is God's way of bringing me back down to earth. Focus on the things that gave me a platform and an audience in the first place. And although I hate how it was delivered to me, the message was still needed. And all I can do is keep on going. What would that say about me if I were to sit down and just give up on everything? You know what I mean? That was only a sign for me to go harder with my other platforms, because TikTok is not going to be forever. YouTube and Twitch has way more longevity anyways, but we're not going to get into that conversation. If this were to happen to me about a year ago, honestly, I don't think I would come back. I would not. I can confidently say I would not come back from that. I would just lay there and let it happen. Just forget about everything, burn everything to the ground. Thankfully, it's not me anymore. I'm very grateful that it's not. That would have been bad. It would have been real bad. Not just for you guys, because you guys don't get the content, but for me as well. And I will not elaborate on that. Just know. It's definitely taught me a lot of shit that I've been saying on the internet that I needed to revisit. things as like, who am I when I get kicked down to the ground? Am I going to get back up, or am I going to cry about it like a little hoe? And for a second, about a day or two, I was really, really confused. Like the world looked a lot more gray. But then there was a sunny day. I was like, oh shit, I'm outside. Nothing changed. The world is still spinning, and I'm over here sad about some shit I could just rebuild. I think a lot of how I responded, if I had to change anything, I would put a lot less ego in it. I was very prideful and egotistic when it came to dealing with this kind of shit because, let's just say prideful. When they would ask me,
yo, how do you feel about this?
I would mainly say, man, I'm not tripping about this shit, man. And although I'm not, right, I was hurt, bro. I was hurt about that shit, man. I was really hurt. You spend like a year or two making a platform for yourself, really going hard, trying to help others, and then they just get rid of that shit and the money that came with it just like that in an instant. You get to thinking, it kind of with your head a little bit. And I think that would do that to anybody, right? So now it's like you get to the point where you're either going to try to go harder and do it better than what you did previously, or you're just going to sit there and just leave it all behind and let all that work that you did in the past just go to waste. It felt horrible. I was really contemplating, yo, is this it for me? I know it's not, but is it like the end? And while thinking about it, I just didn't feel right not posting videos on that weak ass app, bro. I didn't feel right. Just editing one thing, bro. I need to be in this space 24/7. These need me on the internet, bro. So I was like, all right, I gotta do what I gotta do. Swallow this hard ass pill, no diddy, and just keep on going. I wish sitting on the floor and just crying my brains out would do anything. I wish that would do something for me, but it doesn't. It really doesn't do shit. It just makes it worse. I'm just sitting there feeling sorry for myself, and I'm not taking any action. You can feel sorry for yourself all you want. You can complain all you want, but it's not going to change a thing. The world is going to keep on spinning, whether you like it or not. So you're either going to move with it, or you're going to stay there while everybody else around you levels up, and then you'll just be a shell of a man as each day goes on. And for me, I cannot handle that. Don't like that. My biggest fear at all, it's not like heights, it's not dying, it's none of that, bro. My biggest fear is regret all the time. I can't tell you how much I despise getting put into a box that I don't want to be a part of. I hate when somebody tries to make me do something that I don't want to do, that I don't see as beneficial to me, even if it is I'm just playing the long game or something. I hate all that shit, bro. I hate the idea of working a 9-to-5, getting this money that I don't really care about, just so I can have the future that I want, bro. I hate that shit so much, but guess what? I can hate it all I want. The world is going to keep on spinning. It's going to keep on spinning. Self-awareness is really something that's helped me, because I know I'm not really a person who tends to talk about things with people, and that's not really something I see changing for a very long time. I like being stubborn in this manner. So talking to a camera has been my therapy, at least as of recently. It benefits me too, because you can monetize it, but I also get to reach to other people who might be in a similar predicament, because although we have a problem that can feel unique to you as a person, there's so many people who came before you and who's coming after you who have the exact same thing that you have going on. So then you feel a little bit less alone in your time of need, in your time of desperation, in your sadness, your depression, whatever it might be. And knowing that I helped resolve some issues that a lot of people had on the internet, I can't just give that up, bro. I tried to live like a day or two without like doing any social media, or at least trying to work towards a bigger audience or platform. I couldn't do it, bro. I didn't feel right. I felt like I was going to throw up, literally. It takes a lot for me to throw up. And the only time I really throw up, whenever I have a bad feeling, not physically, but mentally. That's one of the things I have going. That's the only time I throw up. So whenever I throw up, I ask myself, why did I do this? I only had that shit during bad breakups, whenever I'm having super bad distress, basically. And I was throwing up. That's not something I tell them. I try to keep a cool head. You should never let them see you sweat. But this is some real shit, bro. And I know I wasn't even the biggest account on TikTok, bro, like at all. I think at the peak of it, I was at about maybe like 88.2 thousand followers. Realistically, I can get all that shit back, bro. They got rid of my account. They got rid of my backup. They got rid of my data, the videos that were in it. They did not get rid of the person who built that shit. So crazy enough, that's what people were saying to me when this shit initially happened. But when you're going through something, you don't want to hear that shit. You actually see that as like annoying. So it kind of made me revisit the perspective that some of the people who watch my videos might feel as well. You know what I mean? When you're in the intensity of something that's going on with you in your own personal life, you don't want to hear that motivational shit. You'll be glad that you heard it in the long run. It's gonna settle in for you when it needs to. And everybody's time is going to be different. My time, it's a couple of days. I was very, 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 very irritated. But now I have the recipe. I kind of know how this content shit works. I need to lock in more with my YouTube, Twitch. Twitch has already been solid. Shout out to y'all. Great month of subs. YouTube, it's been a slow grind. I've been trying. I'm telling you right now, at one point I will be able to take over the internet. I just don't know when. But I think about this shit every day, bro. I don't want to be in a cubicle. I don't want to be pencil pushing, reporting to a boss, bro. That's the last thing I want. And it seems like people who are closest to me, that's all they want for me. And I just can't do that shit, bro. I don't want that. If I could be honest with you, bro, I would rather die things like that, bro. Because when it's all said and done, everybody around you who's dead, who's long gone, they don't have to live with your regrets. That's something that you have to live with. So I've had this internal conflict. Do I play it safe so I appease everybody around me, or do I really go after what I want and make myself feel good and okay? You know what I mean? To a certain extent, everybody's situation is different in this regard. You know what I mean? That'll be a video for another day. Ultimately, ask yourself, who are you when you lose things? Who are you when you've been kicked down on the ground? When you seem like you lost it all, who are you? Do you get back up? Do you get back up and keep going? Or do you get back up and you walk away forever and just let it be what it was? Because if you just let it be, I don't think you wanted it in the first place. If you really want something, you're going to go after it no matter what, no matter how tired it might seem, no matter how many times they try to get rid of you, you're going to go back after it. And I've always known this, bro. I've known this since I was a little kid, but life has a weird way of reminding you. And I guess this was just a reminder, a pretty weird one, one that kind of me mentally, but hey, what can we do? I say in my head a lot, you know, God doesn't make mistakes, so I tell myself that often, you know what I mean? Even now though, like, if somebody rings up, it's like,
yo, I saw your account was banned.
Bro, stop talking to me. I'm leaving everything on that account in the past, and I'm just going a new direction. Not completely new, but, you know, a new direction where it's just me. It's not the Jase9 anymore, man. It's just me. Crazy enough, that name was named after Jase. You know, XXXTentacion, rest in peace, rest his soul, bless his soul. But now it's just me. And that's how it should have been from the first place. But I appreciate that account. It helped me get to you guys. That reach wasn't for nothing. It got rid of it. We didn't leave with nothing. So I'm forever grateful. But now we got to keep on moving. I want to be a very capable leader in every regard. A husband, a leader for you guys. So there's things that I have to do so I can better prepare myself for that role if I'm not in there already. You know what I mean? I can't be emotional when making these kinds of decisions. I got to be rational. I really need to think things through with a level head. And that's something I've already been doing. But there are times like this when I get my shit banned that'll really test me and have me out of body. It's hard trying to take this well because it really did happen for no reason. So now you're just wondering what makes this second time different. There's a lot of uncertainty there, and that doesn't make me feel good. You know what I mean? But no matter what, it will be okay because I have God on my side, and God doesn't make mistakes. Whatever's supposed to happen, I trust his judgment. I think that's all I'll say about the matter. I might make this video raw pretty much just so we keep a level of transparency here. You know what I mean? Feels a little comforting, something you can watch while you eat dinner, some shit like that. Just something chill, bro. I'll probably just go out and censor it, but that's about it. The curse words. I'm not trying to get banned. You TikTok.